Explosive claims from Ramon Cardenas, who says his most recent title battle against Naoya and Inoue was rigged in favor of the Japanese superstar, have shocked the boxing world. In a startling interview that has rocked the sport, the 29-year-old Texan contender disclosed unsettling information about what he calls systemic pressure to underperform during their May 25th confrontation at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Cardenas, who lost TKO in the 8th round to the undisputed super bantamweight champion, claims officials advised him not to disgrace the cash cow and compromised his corner's capacity to properly direct him during the battle. If shown correct, these allegations might be among the most significant violations of boxing integrity in recent memory. Cardenas gave particular instances of what he thinks was unethical behavior meant to safeguard Inoue's unblemished record and appeal. "Everything changed when I got that second-round knockdown," Cardenas said, referring to the moment he dropped Inoue to the ground with a precisely timed counter right hand. "Suddenly, there were commission officials loitering about my corner between every round, listening to our discussions, and commenting on how I should be careful not to spoil the performance." The challenger contends that this unmatched monitoring caused a psychological load on his performance as the battle advanced. Compact data show a fascinating trend. Cardenas' punch output fell markedly in the championship rounds before the stoppage after outlanding Inoue in 3 of the first 4 rounds. The issue most strongly focuses on referee Thomas Taylor's choice to halt the fight in the 8th round. Though Inoue was clearly landing strong blows at the moment of the stoppage. Video replay reveals Cardenas was still upright trying to parry punches and sometimes striking back. "Though I was injured, I was awake and fighting back." Cardenas was adamant. "I have survived harsher circumstances." That stop was opportune for their story and too early. Boxing experts are split on this issue. Some believe the intervention was too early, while others contend that Taylor's choice was justified by the buildup of suffering. The testimony of multiple independent ringside spectators who said they saw anomalous conduct from commission officials during the whole event makes Cardenas' assertions very convincing. As these accusations gather attention, the Nevada State Athletic Commission suddenly finds itself under close examination. Several sources verify that after Inoue's second-round knockout, betting lines moved significantly and some sportsbooks momentarily suspended betting because of questionable betting patterns. Adding fuel to the flames is the Commission's strange delay in publishing drug test results, which usually surface within 48 hours of championship bouts but stay unavailable almost a week following the battle. Commissioner Anthony Marl III said in a press statement denying any misconduct, "All championship bouts follow strict protocols and promising a review of fight footage," but he fell short of declaring an official inquiry. This calculated reaction has done little to allay rising worries about possible impropriety. In Noah's camp, Cardenas' charges have drawn both anger and scornful response. Top-ranked CEO Bob Arum dismissed the allegations as unfounded and harmful, implying Cardenas is just a disgruntled loser trying to justify his loss. Especially missing from the fray is Inoue himself, who has been an unusual quiet since the accusations came to light. Sources close to the champion say he's angry about the indications that his victory was compromised and may ask for an immediate rematch to resolve matters clearly. This creates a difficult situation for Inoue's crew. Although a second battle might quiet skeptics, it also runs the risk of legitimizing what they consider false allegations by providing them more air. These amazing accusations have caused the boxing community to split along expected lines. Pointing out that the ref was fast to stop it just as Cardenas indicated signs of recovery, veteran pundit Teddy Atlas has become one of Cardenas' most vocal admirers. Former champion Andre Ward took a more measured approach, saying that while we've seen this trend previously with protected players, he stopped short of flatly supporting Cardenas' assertions. Conversely, some like Stephen A. Smith have rejected the issue totally, contending that Inoue obviously ruled following the knockdown and that data back up the validity of his win. This split emphasizes the continuing battle boxing has with credibility problems and the challenge of distinguishing between valid grievances and bitter grapes. Beyond the obvious controversy, Cardenas' claims brought up serious issues regarding the governance of the sport and the pressures on high-stakes title fight challengers. The Texans said they were subtly cautioned against humiliating. The champion reflects comparable charges made by other competitors under promotional cash cows in past years. Should this be even somewhat accurate, it would imply a setting where the commercial interests of promoters and networks occasionally surpass competitive purity. The scenario becomes even murkier when considering the huge financial investments related to Inoue's undefeated status and marketability as one of boxing's few crossover global stars. The possible consequences of this affair are increasing as the WBC says it will look at bout film and Nevada authorities under increasing pressure to investigate. Cardenas has kept legal counsel and promises to pursue this as far as it goes, including maybe official complaints to civil action and regulatory authorities. Inoue's scheduled September comeback against required challenger Murodjon Ikmadul now hangs in the balance as organizers said they were thinking about postponing the fight until this issue is settled. The more it threatens to overshadow one of boxing's brightest stars and the sport's already weak image for fair competition, the longer the uncertainty lasts. Fundamentally, this debate raises a basic issue that pierces the foundation of contemporary boxing. Did Ramon Cardenas really have interference meant to safeguard Naoya Inoue's marketability? Or is this an example of a brave opponent building a conspiracy theory to account for his loss? The truth probably falls somewhere in the gray area between these two extremes. But the very presence of such queries undermines the legitimacy of athletics. While analysts and fans argue over the value of Cardenas' assertions, one clear reality surfaces. Once again, boxing's ongoing problems with transparency and conflict of interest have surfaced, prompting the audience to question whether they are seeing properly controlled entertainment or real rivalry. Various parties will decide how to handle these explosive charges over the next weeks, thereby proving vital. Whether through public investigations, a hastily scheduled rematch, or quiet backroom agreements, how boxing handles this problem will tell volumes about its commitment to integrity. The sport, for the time being, finds itself in known ground struggling with issues of legitimacy as two fighter legacies hang in the balance. When Cardenas' Bombshell interview dust settles, one thing is clear. Inoue Cardenas' aftermath might finally turn out to be more important than the battle itself.